and gentlemen, my name is John Sipiokumu. For the Kenyans amongst us, I'm a broadcast journalist, and they're fed up of seeing me on their television screens. But this is what we do as journalists, and it's going to be my consummate pleasure to introduce what the Americans call a new kid on the block. I was talking to a gentleman here called Mr. Peter Isharia. Where has he disappeared to? There's Peter. And it's normally politic to ask people why they've come to gatherings such as this. And we know that we have professionals from the building industry as professionals in their own right, providing materials, quantity surveyors, interior designers. My friend Arjun here works for a company that makes lifts. So I was asking, why have you come? Why have you spent your time to come? And the answer from everybody is that they want to keep abreast with the current developments in the industry. They want to know what's happening. And what's happening in our particular market is that you are witnesses to a first, and that is you are going to have a series of presentations by a consortium called Hom.Exp Kenya, of which more anon by people who know more about it than I do. But what I've been able to gather as an MC is that two like-minded individuals have got together and said, what can we do to make sure that there is a synergy, a sharing, a partnership of Italian products on our construction and architectural industry. So it falls to reason that one of the people that we invited to come here and speak should be none other than the chairperson of the Architects chapter of the Architectural Association of Kenya, a gentleman who is going to speak on behalf of Kenyan architects and the industry in general, and his name is Architect Wilson Mugambi. So Wilson, and the other thing is be relaxed. This is not, be relaxed. Is this a classroom? Are we going to kill ourselves? No, we're here to exchange things. So put a smile on your face. They're taking pictures of you. Make sure that you come out smiling. Wilson, if you would.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, exhibitors, sponsors, all protocols observed. Habari zenu. Have the Italians gotten to learn a bit of Swahili? Jambo? Welcome. I think John has not mentioned he's actually a movie star. He's not just a journalist. So he's just trying to be humble. So on behalf of AAK, I would like to welcome all of you to Kenya and congratulate you on this initiative. Hom.Exp is something which most people will be familiar with, but the mainstream is that it normally focuses on the real estate industry, advertising a few products here and there, and real estate property. So for the Italian products and the several suppliers and manufacturers to come here, it gives me great pleasure to be the one to welcome you here. Just to give you a brief history of the AAK, this is our 50th birthday this year, 2017. We actually turned 50 years old 2 weeks ago. And AAK has grown to the point of, initially we just had architects, planners, and engineers. Right now we have 7 professions. We have architects, engineers, planners, quantity surveyors, environmental design consultants, construction project managers, and landscape architects. So you can see we have actually become the home of all the real estate professionals. So I not only stand here on behalf of architects, I also stand here on behalf of all the 7 professions. Further to that, I would like to also welcome you to celebrate this 50th anniversary with us. We have several events which we are carrying throughout the rest of the year. We have our AAK annual convention, which is normally held in Mombasa, and that will be in October from the 17th to the 20th. And we will have our AAK Awards of Excellence, whereby we'll be looking at architectural projects and awarding them based on their categories, be it residential, commercial, and I'm sure that will be something that will interest you to be part of our activities, because you'll be able to reach out not only to the professionals, but also to the customers out there. So without much ado, I'd like to hand over the program back to John and say karibuni sana, and I hope you have a very lovely day.
I feel challenged. Wilson has such a nice voice. I think he could take over my job, so I've got to get rid of him. What are my instructions? My instructions are to move this program along so that the takeaway, that lovely American phrase, is that you will be engaging with these gentlemen one-on-one, face-to-face, directly with your questions. But just to set us up, we have an hour of presentations. And that hour of presentations is meant to be short from everybody. So if everybody sticks to the plan, an hour from now, you should be able to engage directly with the presenters between now and the end, which is 1 o'clock. Does that sort of make sense? That's the program. That's the program. But before we get heavily into the program, I want to ask to stand the two people who got together to bring this consortium about. And they can just stand up and wave to the people happily with a smile. One of them is from an Italian, as you'll see. He's had a little fight with a staircase, as you'll see when he turns round. But other than that, he is Mr. Rodolfo Albetti. Thank you, Rodolfo. And from the Kenyan side of things, we have a lady called a lawyer called Ms. Lucy Kinna. Would you stand, please? So that is the founding mother and father, if they don't take unkindly to that description. They don't like it, big sort of grimace. Right, we move on. And also for this gathering, one of the major problems that we're going to have is perhaps language, the English language in particular, and I don't speak Italian. I was just saying that the last time I went to Italy, it was in 1975. I was a student at our university, and I was studying French, and therefore I was assigned to be an interpreter for a trip to have an audience with Pope Paul VI. And we started off in Lourdes in France, went by train by Pisa, ended up in the Vatican, and went to the Pope, who blessed me, and that is why I've remained so young. So the person who can speak perfect English and who's going to be a legal advisor to the consortium at large is going to be my sort of partner in, if not in crime, but in certainly in translation and interpretation. So to get things going, may I introduce Avvocato Andrea Ortiani. Avvocato. Ah, bene. Okay, here we go.
Thank you very much. I hope my English is sufficient clear for you. And I want to make a very brief introduction because you need, as Mr. John said before, the maximum of your time to have face-to-face with all the legal representatives of the company that we have selected from Italy to come here. I say only a few words on the organization. I am one of the partners of DASA SRL that you can see. We have our cards that through a joint venture with Guru Ltd, we made a selection, our company in Italy and the Guru Ltd with Mrs. Lucy in Kenya, to make big companies and top quality companies with service and goods to come in Kenya and to give you the best, because we want to give the best that we can have in Italy here in Kenya. So with this contractual architecture, we selected a number of companies that formed a consortium that has been described perfectly well by John before. And here, focused only on living, and will be only the seventh company on food and beverage, only to give you the idea that we can take in Kenya all sort of goods and services of typical made in Italy, a company that we will have a very brief presentation. But I go immediately to the point. These are my partners of DASA, of the company that is the Italian company. And here on our right, we have all the legal representatives of the company. I would like to introduce immediately the first legal representative for the occasion is the same person, Mr. Attilio Menchinello, a legal representative of DASA and of the Marble Company. I think you, please continue. I don't think I have to spend many words about marble. Marble is one of the top quality material that you can find only in Carrara. Michelangelo, all the most important sculptures and masterpieces of artists in the medieval times have been built by and made with this marble. So it's with real pleasure I would like to introduce and make you see a video where you can see the cave and how they cut the marble and they realize the material that can be built in interior, exterior to build buildings, villas, piscina, and whatever you like. That is something that is going to be a fantastic design, a fantastic quality to give the best for everything you do with marble. Possiamo mettere il video? So I don't know, can you help me? I'm a bit technically, sorry, only, and I will show. I don't think we need more words to describe what is going. In any case, I am at your complete disposal for any question you may have or need. Now we start. Anyway, we have no audio, but you can see perfectly well how is the cave and how the big dimension. They are making very big holes in the mountains. These are the Apuan Alps beyond Carrara, and you can understand how it's difficult and how you have a very good, you need a very good technique to cut the marble and to put it in pieces that you can after put inside the buildings. It is very interesting to go and visit, and it would be nice and very interesting for you, if you can and you are interested, to come in Italy and to see you with your eyes, because I think it's something of really extraordinary, and you can find only in Carrara. I don't want to be to repeat what I said before, but it is important to understand how this is something of so peculiar and unique in all the panorama of goods and material in Italy. And then they are finding any other caves over. There is something else to say? You can imagine how they are going to cut the marble blocks. And it's a very dangerous work, of course, because it's very delicate and for all the employees that are working, and because they are very, very heavy, and they are, you see the street it is around. And here are all the blocks. Of course, you have to order them, because they are not going to cut them before there is an order. You see? Shaping beauty. This is the point. This is Barsi Marmi. Yeah. Okay, questo è l'unico. So, this is the first. Then we have the second company is Protrade that is going to give you a short description of his company and services. Thank you.
Good morning to everyone. Posso?
Oh,
Grazie. My name is Andrea Baccaglioni. I'm the sales area manager in charge of different countries, also for Africa, for company name ProTrade. And now I introduce you my company. I sit down because it's easy to control the computer, okay? Okay. ProTrade. What's ProTrade? ProTrade is expertise, experience, and international network. It's a deep knowledge of key requirements of the stone market demand and supply. It's a clear vision of the development areas for the stone industry grow. It's awareness of the limitation and of the opportunities penetration in each country. Capacity of dialogue and management of relationship and business with all level and all cultural subjects. Worldwide network of customer, technician, and suppliers. Experience and competence in organization and management of complex and multicultural companies. In fact, ProTrade is a consulting company with a specific expertise in machines and tools for the stone industry. Where we are located? We are located in Massa, in Tuscany. Is the heart of Italian tradition, of art, of craft, of mechanical and technological research and development for the stone industry. Consulting tailor-made service worldwide since 2007. Can you hear me? The problem? Okay? Okay. Thank you. Okay, ProTrade is a group of companies controlled by ProTrade. It's made by different branches, and the first branches is Barsanti Macchine, then I explain you later. Is a company that produces machine and technology for the stone field. Then we have BRP. BRP is technology for restoring crashed block and make sealable again. And then we have International Ital Marmi, is a tailor-made project using any type of material, stone, marble, granite, onyx, and so on. Now I want to start with explain a brief presentation of Barsanti Macchine. Barsanti Macchine is a part of ProTrade Group. Is the history of innovation in mechanical engineer. The tradition in engineering and innovation of Barsanti Macchine started in 1893, when Eugenio Barsanti, together with Felice Matteucci, invented the first internal combustion engine. Then Mr. Ford in United States applied this engine to the car. No, it is true, it is history. This long tradition in engineering and innovation lives in the know-how of Barsanti Macchine, that design, build, and install a machine and complete line for processing of marble, granite, and stone in general. Barsanti Macchine is a world leader in the design of complete line for the stone industry. We offer flexible and customized solution, taking care and following the customer in all their needs, from line designing to installation, from startup to production control, in company of all sizing operating worldwide. Design and supply component and complete and tailored line to increase productivity and quality and ensure a better competitiveness. Offer a deep knowledge and experience in innovating production flow and in building any type of machinery and component for plants. Barsanti Macchine offer also assistance, service on time, and over the entire plant life. We have assistance 24H every day, 7 days a week. Maintenance and assistance, we also use remote control in order to reduce any dead time to have assistance for any breakage or any problem you had in machine. We have a high quality system, process, production, and services to achieve a maintenance excellence required by the most advanced country, sustainability, environmental, high level, and security. Sorry, I forgot to switch on my phone. Three main targets, ProTrade together with Barsanti we have is quality design, quality control, and quality management. Also, Barsanti is located all over the world. The headquarters is in Italy, in Tuscany, but we have also different, is located also in United States, Brazil, North and South Africa, Saudi Arabia, UAE is better, India and China, and also in Iran. Widespread and well known all around the world for quality product and service. Okay, let's go ahead. What Barsanti machine produce? Produce any type of machine need for process marble, starting with multi-diamond wire machine, multi-diamond blades gangsaw to cut marble, natural and artificial stone, and low-grade granite, multi-blade gangsaws for granite of the traditional type. Okay, let's go ahead. Polishing machine and all the full product line for processing all natural stone, granite also. Okay, the second company I want to introduce is BRP. There's also a short message about BRP. BRP, what's BRP? BRP means block restoring procedure. Is a new technology that we use for restore blocks from the quarry, starting from the quarry and then from the processing. BRP was born thanks to the extensive experience of a group of Italian business family who for generations have been leader in the field of natural stone and raw block processing. The mission of BRP Italy is to restore raw blocks. This is specifically for precious material, not for low price material, just to increase the commercial value of the marble, travertine, granite, onyx, and natural stone, generating substantial economy benefit for the customer. That's normal. BRP operate worldwide, providing to quarry owner a complete service package concerning the block restoring procedure that make the cut possible thanks to high innovative and technological system. Material with defect and breakage become sealable. This is the example. You can see a block that is totally cracked on the right side. With this system, the block can be recovered and can be sealable and cuttable again. So you don't have to throw it away. This is some picture of a block restored by this procedure, this system. You can see the material are beautiful. Where is located BRP? In Tuscany also. BRP is located in Tuscany. It's in Pietrasanta, is close to Massa, is about 10 kilometers from Massa. So that's BRP. So what's the benefit you have if you choose ProTrade? You have brands well known and appreciated worldwide. You have deep experience in mechanical, engineering, electronics, robotics, in the management of customization on customer need, development of product created to ensure the best result to users and working condition appropriate with the top technology. You have acquisition of skill in the use of quality certified system for organization, management, production and control. Geographical location in the heart of history of the stone sector in Italy, synonymous of the higher technical quality and top skill, close to major port toward the north and south of Europe, privileged access for Africa and Middle East developing countries. Investment in modernization and innovation of processing and trading. You can have advantage of financial instrument made available by EU and other institutions. To use innovative technical and management solution to carry out quality improvement, this action will increase the value of the product and its potential demand. You have expertise and know-how of technician and marketing consultant, capability and skill in dialoguing with governance policy for management staff training. Investment in UE market exploration, in research, technical and marketing. So this is the finish of the presentation of the machine. Now just a few words about the Italian market in the last couple of years. The Italian market, the stone Italian market. In 2015, the Italian manufacturer have exported machine and equipment for mining and processing ornamental stone for a value of over 1.2 billion euro. Is an increase of 19% compared to 2014. The positive data on sales abroad from Italy represent 84% of the total turnover in this field. That confirm its good health and continue to show an extraordinary dynamism of a foreign market, especially in extra UE market. I want now to focus about African market. This is a short table when you can see the difference between every country from 2014 on the left side and 2015 in the right side. But I made for you a summary split in continent, and then you can see that Africa is the second continent with a 94.8% increase in the field in the year starting from 2014 to 2015. That is good. It means that there's a good opportunity here. If you have any question after this brief introduction, I'm sitting there and you can talk directly with me. My name is again Andrea Baccaglioni, and this is my contact, but I will give you personally later. Thank you so much for your attention.
The third speaker, unless I get it wrong, is Mr. Klaus Larsen from Dansk. Is that not true?
I apologize. First, the problem is...
Gosh, this must stop.
Good morning. But that's not an Italian name, John. No. That's a Danish name. So, welcome. And my name is, as John said, Klaus Larsen. I was born in Denmark. I came to Carrara in '89, and I have been in the stone business since then. We do mainly projects in natural stone, commercial, residential, interior, exterior. But we also sell slabs of natural stone, mainly to fabricators around the world that want to do their own cut to size. And we can supply practically all kinds of natural stone from all over the world, and there are more than 8,000 in the world. Often we go around the world and we procure the material that we need for our projects in the quarries around the world, and we bring it back to Italy where we do the transformation from the raw material to the finished products. We can also provide you the service with the site measurements and the shop drawings and the shop tickets to be used for the fabrication of the stone. Most of the fabrication is done in our own factory, but for larger projects we have a cooperation with 6 other specialized factories in our area. When requested, we do the installation as well around the world with our experienced installers. And as you can see, marble can be used for many things. Besides our own design, we have a cooperation with several international designers to help them transform their ideas into objects of marble. And this is a list of just some of the most important projects we have been involved in, like for instance Prada, Mont Blanc, there's a Hilton hotel, the airport in Copenhagen, and many others. This is a museum of modern art we completed last year, where everything was done in the white marble from Carrara, both outside and inside as well. Statue base we did for the Queen of Denmark a few years ago, where we used more than 200 tons of blocks of marble. The Opera House in Dallas we did with an Italian lava stone called basaltina. A couple of examples of a hotel job we did in Milan, various types of marble and mosaics. Just 2 examples of the many bathrooms we did for the Emir of Qatar in his palace in Morocco. This project we did everything, the site measurements, the shop drawings, material procurement, and the installation. And you can see the borders are examples of water jet work. You take different kinds of marble, cut it in small pieces and put it together and repolish it. And then we do a lot of private residences and therefore a lot of bathrooms. We have some examples of bathrooms. Examples of exterior for private residences: paving around the swimming pools, coping, railing, columns, staircases. Other examples of how you can use marble on walls for kitchen countertops, flooring, fireplaces, staircases. This is a very detailed marble work. Even as you can see, even the flowers are made of marble. Everything is handmade. This is an air view of our new facilities where we will be moving later this year. And next year we will open a stone gallery for slabs, mainly for architects and interior designers, so they can go there and select the stone for their projects, or to get ideas of what is available out there. And a block deposit as well. This was my short presentation of the company Dansk. Thank you for your attention, and hope to do business with some of you in the future. Thank you.
Klaus, before you go away, Klaus,
Sorry.
stay. May I use my extraordinary powers to ask you one general question?
Sure.
That might be of interest to everybody. When you say you install, and those of us who are not the Emir of Qatar, is it a fraction of the cost of the marble to install? In other words, that's the Mickey Mouse question. If you are going to come and install in Kenya, well, how would you calculate the cost of installation so that you do it properly?
Yeah, I'm sure it will be more expensive, obviously, because the Italians are pretty expensive, especially the Italians that we use to do the installation, because they're very experienced people. And when they go abroad, they want to be well paid. However, it's very important, the installation in a marble job, because you can make bad marble look great if you install it right, and on the same hand, you can make a beautiful marble look bad if it's not installed right. So that's very important.
Would you contemplate teaching local Kenyans how to, as you go forward, or will it be always we'll bring our guys to do the stuff because they're so experienced?
Thank you for the question. It's a good question. We have done that always. When we have been to the Caribbean, for instance, we always hire local people so they can learn how to do the installation. We did it in Morocco as well, and in the United States, all over. We do that every time.
Thank you. From now, let's hear from Pier Francesco Bernacchi. Oh, he's behind me.
Thank you. I present Kilimanjaro Group, a group of 5 professional study of engineering and architecture. Today I present the master plan of the model and structure of the spa and wellness. And we are 3 examples. The first is the Roma is the water and steam bath, 120 minutes. Prego. Steam bath, hammam, in spa, young spa, cold water and relax. Vai avanti. The second example is a model of a multifunctional spa sensorial, and we have 4 wellness itinerary: relaxing, energizing, purifying, and rebalances. This is the project: walk in the river, emotional shore, relax pool, saline pool, sensorial pool, tourist bath, Etruscan sauna, ice crash shower, The Spring, Melmarium, Aromatherapy, Musicotherapy, Room and Interior Silence, Color Therapy and Relax. The other example, il model of spa multifunctional or mini therma spa. Se vai avanti. Ecco. We have the general service, spa wellness, spa rehabilitation, spa fitness, spa beauty and medical spa, indoor pool, outdoor solarium, pool bar, solarium indoor e technical center. Spa wellness, 120 minutes, spa rehabilitation, vascular, motor and respiratory, spa fitness, spa beauty, aesthetic and physiotherapy, medical clinic and administration. The spa wellness, the first example, is to be included into hotel owned in thermal spa. The second and the third model is indipendently. Possiamo andare avanti, facciamo vedere un po' di figure. There are the characteristics of the model who has presented. Okay, thank you very much.
Is it possible for somebody to see these things that are diagrams? Because if we don't have health clubs and spas like this, would somebody be able to see a video or something of what they look like so as to suggest that's what they want to build? Yeah.
Yeah, once the meeting is going to be finished, over the tables is going to be ready to show more straight on inside the things inside the health and spa stuff.
Thank you.
Just 10 minutes over there and
Yes.
he's going to be able to explain everything.
Thank you. Cristiano Gabriele Catoni, you're next. You are next for IMSO SRL.
Okay, thank you very much to come here. It was a nice trip to Kenya. Thank you and to welcome me and my father. I'm Cristiano Cattoni. I'm the export manager of IMSO Ceramiche. We are a company 30 years old, expert in the market for tiles, ceramics and interior design coverings, bathroom furnitures and sanitary ware. We are in the market, we are covering all over the markets in the world, we are covering USA, all the continents in the world, we are supplying all the best importer, distributors and contractors in the world with our material. Our company is mainly divided in 4 branches, in different brands. We are having big slabs of tiles, we are having small tiles, we are having decorating tiles for the interior design. We got everything you need to decor, to make your own living for any kind of use, from the commercial through the contract until the Mrs. Mary house. Okay? I'd like to thank, here. I'd like to thank the big boss of the company, Giancarlo Cattoni. He's not going to speak, he's gonna help you. He is the boss, but I'm going to be his boss for today. So please sit down. Dammi una mano con questi. So you just have to push here once I'm telling you. Okay, I'm gonna be very fast and light. What we are presenting is the most, we are coming from Italy. Italy, Sassuolo, Maranello, Ferrari cars. I'm coming from the main valley of innovation on ceramics. We have the best companies of production and technology of ceramic porcelain tiles. We go from the small tiles, 10 by 10, or really small mosaics, until the huge slabs, 1 meter by 3. We are able to cover any kind of use, as I said before. So let's go ahead, boss. We can see 1955. We are quite expert. Our district of tile is the main district in the world for covering all the projects. See, Papa? So then you can read. You can see what I said. Avanti. 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 Okay. Now you can see through the projector some beautiful realization, our showrooms in Sassuolo, where you are welcome to come. We will be pleased to show you in real how we produce, how we present, and how we develop our project. We are able, on a logistically talk, we are able to supply you in any part of Africa. We are exporting more than 500,000 square meters over the world. So we are not scared about logistics. We are not scared about supporting you on the fixing. We have a really specialized team of people of designing. So we are ready to help you in any kind of part of the project. Avanti? Avanti? This is the entrance of our shops in Italy. Avanti. Avanti. Okay, as you can see, we go from the minimal style, from the to the elegant style, passing by the high decoration, or Avanti, marble looking, wood looking, which is now very popular, as I saw in many hotels here around. Wood looking tiles, which are quite strong. They need a very low maintenance, so it's quite practical, and the look, it's, believe me, it's very close to the real. Avanti. This is how we present. This is how can be an ambient. This is how can be your bathroom or a hotel bathroom, or Avanti. Many example of bathrooms. Everything you can find over there in all our catalogs. You will have all the contacts of us in Italy, where we can support you in any kind of project. Avanti. Bath. This is a brand which we are representing. The name is Antonio Lupi. He's one of the top brand in sanitary ware. He's the top designer. He's the top company in sanitary ware and bathroom furniture. Avanti. This is another example of bathroom. Avanti. These are all, this is Mr. Antonio Lupi and all the bosses of the company. Avanti. And this is the last innovation of Italy. We can produce big slabs 1 meter by 3 meter in porcelain tile, polished, matte, and structured in 5.6 millimeters. It can be fixed down on the floor in an airport, in an entrance of a hotel, in any kind of places, and how to say, is hard enough to go ahead in a very long time. Avanti. Here you can see how big is the tile. This is a Avanti. Here you can see these tiles can be cutted in your own side. They can be on a top in a kitchen. They can be used in many kind of area of the interior and of the apartment, or on a commercial area. It can be used as a top of a bar. It can be used of a wall or a feature wall, floor and wall, exterior, interior, whatever you want. Sì, sì, interior exterior, vai avanti. Here you can see more examples of bathrooms and interior design presentation. Vai. Here you can see more of the design that we are studying, more trends. We are now going into the textile. We are now going to the cement look. We can reproduce now with the new Digitac technologies where we can print on the tile. So you can reproduce whatever you need on the tile. Now the technology in Italy is going quite ahead over the world, and thanking also to designers, we can develop really nice design, a really beautiful dress for your ambient. Marble look, stone look, beton look, whatever you need. You can see later, we can meet up over there. We have some samples here, so you can see really how real it is, the material. Vai su IMSO. Now I'm going to show you a couple of catalogs. No. IMSO brand. So this was one of the parts, so the big slabs area I wanted to show you. Now I'm going to show you IMSO brand, which is another brand of our company, which is the main brand of IMSO Ceramiche, which is the most decorative. We say, as they say, the Americans, as John is saying all the time, the coolest part of our items. We are cooperating with the top designers. This is Mr. Gino Venturelli, the last winner of Red Dot Award, which is in design is the most important award in the world, and is now developing every single year collection like dresses, because tiles for us is style, is design, and fitting into the taste of the customer. So this is the last creation, which is also showing very well what can we do with tile production and digital technology. Vai avanti. This is collection, this name is Italghisa. You can see we have the catalogs there. What is interesting, it's the design. Now the image, the resolution is not the best here. Avanti. Here is what you can do. This is all tiles. Avanti. Vai, fai una carrellata. As you can see, you can fit in any kind of ambient. We have a restaurant, we have a living, we have a bathroom with brick effect. We have a shop, we have a house, an open space house. Avanti. Again, a shop, exterior part, exterior, out living. Avanti. Okay, vai sul cargo. This was a more minimal collection. Now we're going to a more decorative collection. This collection was quite innovative. It was developed 5 years ago, and it was introducing into the market the distressed wood. So the old looking wood, which now is quite a trend over the ambience all over the world. Andiamo a aprire il cargo. Vai, fai vedere, vai. Cargo, this is a tile. Then with the catalog you will realize better. Cargo is a 15 by 90 centimeter plank. Is designed by Gino Venturelli, the designer that I presented before. It was very innovating tile. Here we have another big innovation of Italian technology, which is the 2 centimeters tiles. These tiles can be fixed outdoor with some pedestals without any glue. So no matter problems of humidity, water, and let's say time passing of the glue. Stop. No, torna indietro, vai su. No, la piscina. This is the main use of the 2 centimeter. This is a 40 by 1 meter and 20 centimeter long, thick 2 centimeter. And this is the most of the use of this kind of tile. Swimming pools, because it has an anti-slip rating very high, so it is suitable for any kind of use, for outdoor use. And what is easy is the maintenance. It's really easy to maintain because it doesn't have any glue, it doesn't have anything under, so everything is going. Avanti. Here you can see a lot of the uses that you can see in any kind of part of the ambient we can fit in. Avanti. Some decoration, again some pools. Avanti. Kitchen walls. Avanti. And this is the end of the collection. Again, again, everything here, the resolution wasn't so nice. So we have all the catalogs to leave you. We have everything, all the merchandising to see there. I will be pleased to introduce you all our products, all our items. We have also, as I said, the bath furnitures. We have the glue. We have the decoration and the cover flooring of high covering and lighting as well. So I will be pleased to meet you. Thank you very much for your patience. I'm really happy to be here in Kenya to have presented the company, and I hope to see you soon.
Thank you. It's always good to see. It's always good to see the interaction between human beings. Avanti, Papa, Daddy, switch it on. You're such an idiot. That's how my own sons treat me. He's a complete idiot.
That was
despite everything that I've done for them. Right, so we move on.
Yep.
Thank you. We move on. Another name for me to pronounce from Madras Limited. Pierluigi Cortopassi. Pierluigi Cortopassi.
Madras was founded in 1981 and is a chemical firm that produces detergents and highly technical products aimed to the professional use for community and industry. The goal that Madras has is to create products to give solution to the problem existing. So the other goals that the Madras has is to help to solve problems concerning the maintenance and the handling of floors made of terracotta, stone, clinker, cement, marble, and grace, and establish Madras a line of products for housekeeping that are developed to make cleaning easier and more efficacious in respect of the material and persons. So now Mr. Cortopassi will show you a video or few videos where there are example of what they are doing and which is the business. Thank you. And create the optimal condition for the formation of cells, causing irritation of airways and allergies, making the environments unlivable. So with this system, with Porotec, no more humid rooms. And now we will see how it's going to work, Porotec. Forse funziona.
Obtain a dehumidifying macroporous plastering, light and easily workable. Porotec creates an open porosity of over 40% inside the plastering that favors the normal and natural transpiration, that is, the water vapor's outward flow. The wall dries thanks to this process, maintaining its consistency over the years. Porotec can be used both on indoor and outdoor plastering. The finishing of the plastering must be executed with the setting coat of air-setting mortar and/or lime putty, then finish with certified breathable paints with a mu of less than 0.39. Results: before the intervention with Porotec, after the intervention with Porotec, before the intervention with Porotec, 9 years after the intervention on the external wall. Why use Porotec? Porotec is practical. Porotec is economical. Porotec allows reducing up to 4.8 times the heat dispersion of the rooms. Porotec makes our house healthier. Porotec is a Madras product, safe and guaranteed professionalism.
Now there is another video. Finito?
Thank you. Slightly at a tangent, but under the heading of tumbo, Swahili word for stomach, food and wine, we have a gentleman who's going to talk about food and wine, and he is Mr. Marco Tassoni.
I'm going to help as interpreter, of course, as before with Madras, Mr. Tassoni, and I say a few things about this company that will, it is an anticipation of the big exhibition that we will do in October, where will be not only living, but food and beverage. And I say only that Tassoni is a company that dedicates itself with passion to the world of quality food as the result of a typical Italian culture for work. We propose the best food excellence. Born 40 years ago, we tried to combine 1 million flavors with that of Tuscany. In this short presentation, we invite you to discover the road for good food and follow with us. Grana Padano, Parmigiano Reggiano, Parma ham, Emilian salami, and oil company, named Fabri, that is a very important company and very good quality. You can introduce the video. Thank you.
I was wondering whether we have here in our midst the commercial attaché for the Italian embassy. I wonder whether he's here. Mr. Rottilli, Paolo. Mr. Rottilli, Paolo. He's not expecting to make a speech, but poor fellow, just being asked to speak without warning. But this is part of his job description.
My job description, but thank you for inviting me. Yeah, thank you for coming. You know, I did my best to be here because it's very important to for the institutions to be close to the private sector, especially when our citizens are involved. And first of all, apologize from the ambassador that is not around. He left yesterday, so he should be here, but unfortunately he didn't because they are waiting. You know, there is the Ministry of Interior of Kenya that is going to Italy to deal a bilateral agreement. And so he left urgently, in a matter of urgency. But this means also this particular you know, occasion, the signature of the bilateral agreement is inside a framework of improving day by day of the relations between Italy and Kenya. Not only on the political side, we recorded important visit of His Excellency President Kenyatta to Italy, our Prime Minister here in Kenya, and was the first time of a Prime Minister of an Italian Prime Minister visiting Kenya. So these, in some way testify at the moment we are living an historical positive moment of the bilateral relation between the two countries. And also, as I say, not only on political sector, but also on commercial sector. So trade is registering an increasing on the volume, and now that was on the last 2 years, something is completely changed. Now there are Italian entrepreneurs, Italian companies that are coming back to Kenya. Unfortunately, I understood during the 19th, a lot of Italian companies were here, like Fiat, like Alitalia was here, at the moment was Agip, and now we are recording a coming back, and we are as institution very, very happy about this. So big company are starting to invest, like Enel Green Power on the energy sector, like Eni on the in the energy sector, CMC on infrastructure, so in construction and infrastructure sector. Iveco is back again, and on September they will start to produce again truck in Mombasa, and they will open a dealer in Nairobi. So once again, Italy is back, and this will be a win-win situation, because Kenya can offer an amazing market. Opportunities are here. The growing is stable. In the last 2 years, the area, the sub-Saharan Africa, registered some crisis, but not Kenya. Kenya recorded stable records of growing, and all the projections are positive. Kenya is the hub to enter, is a strategic hub to enter all other markets, and once you are here in Kenya, once you are here in Nairobi, you can develop your business in the area, because logistics is here and is improving. Financial services are here and are improving. A same framework in terms of rule and laws are here, and they are improving day by day. So the market offer a very interesting opportunity for our companies, and our companies can offer to this market their quality, their high skill standard, their brave. Especially on this sector, on the sector of construction, Italy has excellencies to export, and this is at the same time Kenya is a competitive market. Now all the competitors are here, but there are a lot of space, and I'm sure that the Italian companies can fill this space, and they can succeed well. So just a greeting from the institution, and thank you for coming. Thank you to the organizer, and thank you thanks to the Italian companies to believe on this market. We know the moment is not a very happy moment in terms of growing business, but you know, Italy has the private company in Italy has the brave to face challenges and to always to looking for new market. So for sure, Kenyans, you know, trust to the Italian companies because they are the right partner at this moment. Thank you to everybody.
Thank you very much indeed. The announcement for me to make finally is that this was hailed as a meet and greet opportunity. It's a precursor of a much bigger, of a much larger, of a much more widespread exhibition, which will need slightly more space than we have here, and I believe we'll have at least a minimum of 20 companies in situ. So we weren't tweeting and twittering today, but I hope you'll tell all your friends of what you've seen and make a big effort to join us in what could be October. There was mention earlier on of DASA having made a strategic partnership with the Guru Limited, and mention was made earlier of Lucy Kinner, and it falls to her to say a word of something to us.
Okay, so I'll be very brief, really. My name is Lucy Kina. The Italians call me Lucy Muli because they have no respect. They call women by their father's name. But you know, we are in Kenya. We call married women by their new family name. Agreed or not? So they call me Lucy Muli. I don't mind, but my correct name is Lucy Kina. Thank you very much all for coming. Just briefly, I just need to explain to you the whole setup here. My company is called Guru Limited. Guru Limited is a company that we formed mid last year, mainly because I work a lot with Italians. I'm a lawyer practicing in Malindi, Mombasa, and sometimes in and out of Nairobi for 30 years now. My practice is mainly in commercial law, and I work a lot with the Italians. 95% of my clientele and all the business I do is with Italians. And so we thought that, look, I mean, it was time to come up with something, not just hodgepodge, you know, Italians coming in, selling products. We thought we would go, be very selective, find Italian companies that are producing the best quality materials, people who have a good structure, good legal structure. We don't want to bring in people that will give us problems, will not deliver. So we got together with a company called DASA SRL. As he said, SRL just means limited. And those four there are the DASA Limited. We've got a very good, simple joint venture. Our plan is we bring in good products from Italy and we give them to the Kenyan consumer. And we want to work very closely with distributors. We want to work with people who are in marketing. We want to work with people who are in the industry. And we're not just talking about the building industry, home and all that. We also have a lot of other companies that are coming in, like you've seen the first one that try to give a brief on the food and bev. Of course, we are going to do much more of that. We plan to have a bigger expo, a bigger exhibition in October, and that will be big. We'll have more than 20 companies coming in to present. This was just the beginning. Now, obviously, I'm a lawyer. There's a gentleman there called Mr. Ledama. Ledama is really kind of one of the people who are the wind beneath the wings of Guru. He's one of our partners. The other one is not here, Mr. Nduva Muli. Some of you might know him, but he was in a board meeting for Britam this morning. He wasn't able to come, but he is the other main principal in Guru, and will be, I'm sure, doing a lot of work with you people. The person who will be dealing with I mean, like on a one-on-one, is the same company that has prepared this convention today. The name, Anne Kabue, come Anne, and her company, the Business Bucket. I always call it business bucket, business basket, but it's actually the bucket, not the basket. And Anne is an architect, between being an architect but also doing many, many other things. And she's the person who has actually made this possible. And I thank her very much. She'll be working with us from Nairobi. She'll be contacting all of you. The plan from here, as a start now, is that Anne will be getting back to you. We want to get the feedback from after you've done the one-on-one business, after which she will then contact you. We'll be going deeper now, giving you every product that you have shown interest in, that you've made a request to find out more. Then she'll be able to send you the details, the pricing, the products, the pricing when the product is in Nairobi, the pricing when the product is in Italy. And then also, you can then go into competitive discussion and all that. Products will be ready to come in from now, anytime now. You just need to say what you want, and we'll make it happen. All right? I'll just take this opportunity. Say hello.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Lucy.
I just want to say thank you to you guys. You've done very well. It's not easy. And I want to say thank you to my Italian consortium. I call it the Italian affair. Don't call them bad names, eh? Someone called them the Italian mafia. It's a no. That's the Italian consortium. They are purely business people. No jokes. They're serious people, okay? I want to thank them for making the effort to come here. They actually arrived yesterday and they're all leaving, some today, some by tomorrow morning. I want to thank Anne very much for putting this together, and I thank you for coming. I mean, you know, you're all busy people, but you made the effort to come out, and I'm very, very grateful. And I'm sure that we'll be able to do a lot together. Last thank you to Ms. Arotili from the Italian embassy. It's not easy, as you've seen. I mean, I had to call someone else. You know how you say if you can't get to the Father, you go through the Son? I did a bit of that. But finally, we got to him, and he actually managed to come out. Thank you very much, and I'm sure you'll give us a lot of support. So you see, we are doing this kosher, we are doing this legal, we are doing this properly. We don't want funny jobs. We are doing this properly, and we assure you that we will deliver and we'll do everything correctly, okay? We follow the law. I'm a lawyer. 30 years, I don't want to joke around with anything. We're going to do everything correctly. You'll be proud of us. Thank you very much. So thank you all, and I'll hand over back to John before he sends me off. Thank you very much.
Well, according to Plan A, perhaps we could stretch a limb, have some coffee. I think the thing to do is to give ourselves humanly a little break before we go into the one-on-ones. Let's say that the first kind of interview might be able to happen, say, in 15 minutes, because then that would give you an opportunity, sir, to meet your fellow countrymen and women. And 11:35, 35 plus 15 equals 50. It'll take us to close to midday, and then we have an hour in which to engage with everybody here. Thank you so much for coming, and see you again.